Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hustle Williams. By the way, my name is Hustle Williams. If you guys didn't know, I've done 500,000 of sales on eBay last year. This year, we're on our way to do over 1 million. Right now, I currently am running my YouTube channel, Hustle Williams. I run an eBay dropshipping business, and I also am working on a software. I'm sorry it's taking so long. This is one of the first softwares we've ever had to try and get out. It's very difficult. It's a long time coming, and we're still working on it. It's a lot of learning. With that being said, today is going to be a super special episode because I wanted to drop it on you guys. This is going to be the fastest way how to utilize PayPal jail and while drop shipping, because I want to throw that out there. So if you get stuck in PayPal jail, I'm going to give you like the fastest tip that I know of to get back out of it and get rolling again. So without further ado, we're going to jump into it. But with that being said, if you like this video, if you like what I'm talking about, if you can do me a huge favor and drop a like and also hit the subscribe button, that would be so much to me. All the subscribers mean so much. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm super close. Once we break 1,000, we're just going to annihilate this. I can't wait to keep on taking this further and just giving you guys more and more content. So with that being said, so recently, why am I talking about PayPal jail? So like a lot of you may have known this, but I recently just got into stealth again. So I was learning how to do stealth and how to get it started. For a while, I had there's a word for it. I can't think of it about it at the top of my head right now, but it's when you're getting ready to do something and you just like freeze up. So stealth was like that for me because I didn't want to mess up, and I knew how much money it cost to get into it. So I was kind of like on the line with, should I do it, should I not do it, or like how should I get involved into it. So I finally jumped the gun and was able to create a stealth account. So I tried it twice. The first time it was not a success. It was very difficult. So the first time I went and did it and I didn't have luck. So most recently I set up an account and I actually got it done. This one I had to buy, and I'll talk about it in a later video. I want to get the sales rolling in on it first before I go over that, but I wanted to go over like a process called PayPal jail before we do that. With this stealth account, it is a US stealth account. It was extremely difficult to get involved. Everybody can do UK, everybody can do other countries. I feel like the US has the hardest stealth account. So like I've seen all the videos on stealth, every single one of them. The UK by far to me has the easiest possible way to get stealth, and so does every other country. The US is one of the hardest. It is extremely difficult in the US to do stealth. So I was blown away when I finally figured it out. So I'm going to go over that later and hopefully create more stealth accounts as we go further. But now, with this being said, I wanted to talk about how to get out of PayPal jail the fastest way that I know. So there's a two-step process with this, and the first step is going to be you got to make sure that your credit is like extremely good. So as long as your credit is really good, then you're good to go. If your credit is not so good, we're going to talk about it. There may be other alternatives, but the best source or way that I've found to do this right now is that you should use what is known as 0% APR credit cards. So why does that help? So with a 0% APR annual percentage rate credit card, you're able to acquire minimal debt, but at the same time, while acquiring that minimal debt, you could then push forward with that and pay minimum and not accrue interest on it for up to, most of them I think go from anywhere between 12 to 15 months. And if you go to Nerd Wallet, or if you go to what is the other one? There's NerdWallet and Credit Karma. As long as you know your credit score and how well you've been doing, and your credit's pretty decent, then you can go and apply to these cards and get approved for them. So if you have decent credit and you are able to get a credit card that has like a APR percentage of like 0 for the first 15 months, and you find out that you're in PayPal jail, this is how you get around it. You get one of those credit cards for the first 15 months, you see what your limits are, and you try and you stay within those limits. You're not going to be able to get in to your PayPal account and really drive it home until the 90 days. You can't withdraw those funds, you can't use those funds in the beginning. You're gonna be like, oh my god, how am I gonna pay for this stuff? So the things there's one or two things that are gonna suck with this, but like the one thing that's gonna kind of suck is like if you use like you're not gonna be able to get a lot of the cash back that you can with certain credit cards, so that's not gonna work. But you should be able to use cashback portals. I haven't tried it out yet, but you may be able to use cashback portals to maximize your cashback percentage, so that can kind of make it up while you're losing a cashback on your credit card right now. You may be able to utilize some of the websites so that you can get cash back. And again, if you're using discounted gift cards, you can do it that way. It's not recommended. Discounted gift cards have just been leading everybody into like so much trouble. I was just speaking to a guy recently who is relying on a lot of discounted gift cards. You want to kind of steer clear of discounted gift cards. You're gonna a lot of times they can lead you into trouble. So like if you are going to use discounted gift cards, use them as like a bonus incentive. Don't structure your business around discounted gift cards because you're going to get screwed. So you use them as like a bonus. So like if they're available and you can get them, maximize your sales that way, then do it. If they're not, then say screw it. So like why? So some of the sites that I was using in the past, like you get random gift cards when you purchase them. Like some of them, you'd say you want like a $2,000 gift card and or $2,000 worth of gift cards, and you'd only get 1,870. So that leaves like $230 up in thin air, and you got to try and utilize that when it becomes available. Then like weeks later, you have like, I don't know, $65 in there with a minimum of like $100 that you have to spend. So now it's just random $65 sitting in there. So it's really good to just buy them when they're available and not really, rely on them. So if you are relying on them, stop. And if you're waiting on discounted gift cards to make sure that your tracking is uploaded, don't do that. Make sure that your tracking is uploaded on time, all times, using the tracker bot non-API. All right, so without further ado, you want to use discounted gift cards 100%. I mean, not discounted gift cards. You want to use credit cards with 0% APR while your first 90 days are in PayPal jail. It's going to help you so much get ahead in the long run. You're not going to have to worry about PayPal jail. And then once you get one eBay store going, like I'm doing, at least with one stealth account, then I can use the other funds that I've already accrued to help boost up the other ones as I start building those again as well. Or I could also reach out and get another 0% APR credit card as long as my credit stays up. And that's how you go about this. So you want to make sure your credit's decent before doing this. Other ways, I mean, you can get funding from people. Like you could reach out to like your relatives and probably some close friends to help you as well, but that's not recommended. And then also you want to keep your sales like lower during those first 3 months. So like eBay is not like, crazy, like how is he doing all this in this first 3 months. You want to keep your sales like lower. So depending on your credit limit, you don't want to really sell too much higher than that. And then that's how you go about it. So I know this is going to be a short video. I hope this helps you guys so much. It's just about how to bypass PayPal jail, the way that I use it and the way that I get around it. You got to think outside the box. Like don't think you're closed in because you can't get the funds. Think of where the funds are and how you can access them, right? So credit cards have them. Now how can you get them without damaging your credit score or damaging your reputation? So you want to make sure you get 0% APR, you get them, and then you can respend them, and the money's already in your PayPal account that you can utilize later to fund your credit card after the 90 days. And that's how you do it. Okay. All right, guys. So if you liked what I talked about and you like this video, it would be so awesome if you guys can give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would totally appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for checking out my channel and coming back time and time again. This really means so much to me. I'm going to keep doing videos. I really want to do the stealth video that's coming up, but I just want to make sure I have a good grasp of it. I can run it. Like there's so much that's like pretty cool about this. I've talked to a bunch of guys who have stealth, and like they really gave me a lot of information to keep running with it, how to bypass like a couple of the key requirements, how to continue using it. I just got through one of the really hard processes in the beginning. So I'll go over that as we go forward. I really want to drop that and do some stealth stuff on you guys. And it's US, not UK, not any of those other countries, because I know it's really hard to come across anybody who talks about US stealth. So boom, now we got it going on. And I have one, so I could tell you about it. And I'm running it right now. All right, guys. So thanks again. If you can, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. It would do me so much favor. And get back on there. Don't worry about PayPal jail. And just beast it. All right, guys. Peace.